Are you sitting down? Well, stand up because I'm about to offer you 5 powerful steps to creating your life's vision, uncovering your purpose, and living your unlived life. Welcome to the vision exercise.
In a nutshell, the 5 powerful steps are the lens with which you write your vision out. In the following slides, you're going to see a setup that's going to get your mindset ready for the writing exercise that you're going to go into. But the 5 steps are to look at your vision in your mind's eye and then down onto the piece of paper from these 5 main pillars in your life: wealth, health, relationships, passion, and spirituality. These 5 areas, according to me and several personal development gurus, would argue that these are the 5 parts of the whole. When we embody our vision to embody all 5 of these pillars, we create a vision so compelling we'll stop at nothing to see it through. So what you will experience the next few slides, and then resulting in the ultimate step-by-step how to write your vision exercise out, is to gear your mind up, is to prime your brain so you're ready to fully unleash the vision that's already within you. I can't give it to you. Your mom can't give it to you. Your brother can't give it to you. Your partner can't give it to you. It's already in your heart, and maybe you already know it right here, or maybe it's down there a little bit deeper, but we'll pull it out for you. Don't worry. All right, thank you for joining me. I hope you like this. I can't wait to hear about your vision. Good luck.
We all have a dream, whether or not you can hold it in your hand or it's still living deep within your heart. It's in you. It's in all of us. We are here on this planet for a reason. We have a purpose. We have a truth. And I am here to help you uncover your truth and set you on the path to dream fulfillment. It's not easy, but stay with me. According to a 2017 Business Insider poll, 96% of people who began a personal development journey failed. Woof. Imagine going to a $5,000 seminar or purchasing a $1,000 online course only to never do a thing with it. Yeah, it's a reality because it requires more than just having a dream or even being inspired. You have to take some action, baby. The fact that you are here right now is huge. You could be among the 4% that feel successful on their personal development journey. And personally, I am really invested in that happening for you. So, how does it make you feel to hear this statistic that 96% of the people that me sit down to write this vision exercise out will fail? Are you feeling activated? Are you feeling charged? Do you feel discouraged? What part of your body feels something right now? Let's just take a moment to get into our bodies and start to feel the way these words and the way this direction is affecting us. And then ask yourself, what side of the statistic do you want to be on? I know the answer because you're here right now. You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to be in the 4%. So why are you here? What does it mean to say, hey, Sarah, I want the vision exercise? Who are you to ask for something like this? And where do you want to go from here? What version of you raised your hand and said, I want to be a part of this. I want to go down this road. I want to have this experience. I want to create my vision. No, really, why are you here? I am asking you to take a beat, to think about what this means for you. Something inside of you has pushed you to this place. Who is that? What is that? And how can we use that? I'm so glad you're here. As said by one of my most precious gurus, who refuses to let you call him your guru, My main man, Tony Robbins, says setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Just think about that for a second. So let's get those goals. Let's get that vision out in the light. Let's get some air on it. Let's roll it around in our heads. Let's look at it from all dimensions. Think creatively about it, analytically about our goals. Let it rest in the forefront of our mind, in your third eye, if you will. And then on that subject of thinking about this vision, thinking about your goals and your vision and writing them down are very different things. Not only are there plenty, there's no shortage of statistics supporting that those that write down their goals actually achieve their goals. There is actual science behind this. When you think about your goals, when you're just thinking about them and rolling them around in your mind, you're using your right brain, right? Your right brain thinking, your imagination, the imaginative side, the right hemisphere of your brain. When you go to physically write it down, and when I mean that, I don't mean typing this out, I mean a pen to paper. Now you're sparking your logic-based left brain. And when you think about it, now you're using your entire brain to work for you. You've created this vision, this something coming from your deep burning desire in your heart. You've held it in your mind and you've looked at it in all of these different ways. And now we take it a step further and we write it down. And now we have both systems in our brain working for us. So speaking of your brain working for you, another powerful reason to write down these goals is to activate the reticular activating system, or RAS. So what if I told you that by simply having the dream or the goal and telling your brain that you want to achieve it by writing it down or looking at a vision board, that you can then further train your eyes to find opportunities out there in the real world to drive you closer to your dream fulfillment. So now we're working with two sides of our brain and our eyeballs. Let's use our entire body when we want to achieve these beautiful dreams of ours. You've probably heard the adage, what you focus on expands. And it's about visualizing what we want, using our eyes, visualizing what we want, and then letting our whole body, our subconscious and our conscious, work together to make these things happen. How powerful is that? And now that you have your vision in mind, we need to create the specifics, the specific details that we know that we need to get to our fully actualized vision. And I gotta tell you, you do already know this. I know we're in this building phase, but the answers are already inside of you. So we can work like a funnel. So think of it like a funnel. At the top is your big badass vision. So say my big badass vision is to be a speaker on the international stage, transforming lives, giving back to communities that are underserved. So I want to drill down. What would I do in a year, in a month, in a week, or even in a day that pushes me closer and closer to this vision that I have? That's clarity, right? As I describe that to you, do you not feel that things get a little more clear? Because when you look at like, I want to speak in Japan to people about transforming their lives, and how the hell am I going to get there? You know, how crazy is that kind of vision? But when we create clarity, when we create a mind of clarity, we create a powerful state of clarity that helps you see opportunities out in the real world very clearly. They'll help you achieve your goals and your ultimate vision. When you get clear, you can direct your mind and you create a map. You create an inner GPS that will take you from now to vision with absolute certainty. So think of it this way. You're planning a trip from New York to LA. You can't wait to go. You're so excited. You know where you are. You're in NYC. You're in Brooklyn. And you know where you want to go. But there are important details to make sure that you have in order to get there. This is the clarity that we're looking for. This is the specificity that we're looking for. You could drive all over the dang place. It would take you a really long time or a really rough road to get there. But knowing with clarity where you want to go and where you are, we can actually create clarity on the in-between. We can work backwards from our vision and create the how we're going to get there. Okay, so we're in this dream state. I love it. We're about ready to get started. But before you start, let's make sure we've got a few things lined up, okay? Find a nice notebook and a nice piece of paper. Maybe it's time to pause this and run out and get something. Make the investment. It's important. It's your future. You want this to be something that makes you feel excited, makes you feel honored to use it. I used to have all these beautiful notebooks that I would get as gifts. Or maybe I would just be at a beautiful paper store. I'd be inspired to buy them. But then I'd get them home and I'd be like, oh, these are too nice to use. They're too cute. They're too sweet. I don't want to accidentally have to cross something out inside of these beautiful journals and notebooks. So they would sit on my shelf. I'm actually looking at them right now. Many of them I have opened up because fuck that. Your life depends on using these journals and these notebooks now. This is your heart calling out to you. This is your vision. And writing, pen to paper, right? I didn't say write pencil to paper. Write with a pen. Write with a pen. Enough of this non-committal bullshit. Write with a pen like an adult. Get a nice pen. And also really like how it feels in your hand. Maybe it's got one of those rubbery grips. Maybe it's a nice inky, felty ink pen that, writes really beautifully, almost like calligraphy on your page. I got a lot of opinions about pens these days. I used to work with a guy who only bought pens from this one specific stationery, and they were absolutely beautiful, and he really had a lot of joy with writing with these pens, and it rubbed off on me. I really enjoy a nice pen now. So, no judgment. Just go get a nice pen, okay? And now, where is this going to happen? We got our what, where. Let's find a space that feels really comfortable. Let your gut go. Feel like you're uninterrupted. I really mean that. Like, don't do this at work, hidden in a conference room or in a phone booth. Don't do it when your kids are running around you. I know you could find 5 to 10 minutes to really sit down with this where you deserve to have this moment. It's a sacred act and it needs a sacred space, and your future self needs you to do this. So do it. Oh, sorry. Calm your body. I need to do the same. Calm your body. It's really important that you're in a beautiful state while you do this. Taking some deep breaths, feeling relaxed. Like I said before, let that gut go. Wear some leggings. Guys, put those basketball shorts on. You really need to feel 100% comfortable in your body, even if maybe right now you're not 100% in love with your body. Maybe for the next 5 or 10 minutes, you could. Again, your future depends on it. So now, have fun, because it is really fun. When I first sat down to do this, I can't even tell you the joy that I felt as I was writing. Yes, there were a few tears here and there, because it was really pulling up some stuff that was really buried really deep that I hadn't looked at in a long time. Really beautiful dreams. Think about when you were 5. What did you want to be when you were 5? When all the hope in the world was before you. When you knew that you could do anything. What did you want? So the only way you're going to truly tap into the truth is if your body, your mind, and your soul are feeling good and they're working with you. So a nice space, a nice physical state, and a nice mental clarity. Now you're ready to get started. Put your hand on your heart and close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. And notice your body one more time before you start. Take the shoulders away from your ears. Unclench your jaw. Sit up straight in a powerful posture. And let's tell ourselves what we're about to do. in your mind's eye, say, I am about to write about my extraordinary life. I'm about to write about my health, my wealth, my relationships, my passion, and my spirituality. I feel like I'm in a truly beautiful state. Let's get down to it then. So you're sitting on your front porch, rocking in your rocking chair, wherever. For me, it was that. Maybe you're 99, you're in great health, and you're telling someone your life story. And your life story is grand. It is a life well lived. It's lived on your terms, by your design. It is the fulfillment of your wildest dreams. And say these things silently to yourself before you put pen to paper. So your nervous system, so each side of your brain knows the importance of this moment. We're going to write this vision as long or as short as you want it to be, through the lenses of health, wealth, passion, spirituality, and relationships, as these are, in my opinion, the cornerstones of our lives. These are the parts that make us a whole. To me, health is my body being of sound mind and use. Wealth is freedom from survival mode living and living in abundance of material and spiritual things. Passion is my life's work, my business, what lights me up, what inspires me, who I spend time with, how I spend that time with. Spirituality is my relationship with something bigger than myself, something unseen and bigger than myself. And when I think about relationships, it could be about my partner or my family and friends. It could also be about the people whose lives I impact on the way to becoming this vision of myself. Now take a deep breath one more time, and now you're ready to get started. Spend as long as you want on this exercise. Go deep, indulge, think of things you never thought you were thinking about and write them down. If you're thinking it, it could be true.